This is my final project for my Intro to Human Development class. Stage 1, prenatal, conception to birth. My baby Jeffrey's teratogen risk was tobacco exposure. Teratogen is something that has a negative impact on the development of the embryo. Exposure. Being surrounded by family members who smoke quite frequently, I have gotten the effects of secondhand smoke, and therefore my baby is suffering as well. Unfortunately, many members of my family have been heavy smokers throughout my pregnancy. Impact. Nicotine constricts blood vessels, lessens blood flow to the uterus, and causes the placenta to grow abnormally. The best known prenatal effects of smoking is low birth weight. Intervention. If a pregnant woman stops smoking at any time, she reduces the likelihood that her infant will be born underweight and suffer from future problems. Stage 2. Infancy and toddlerhood, age 0 to 2. My child's APGAR score was 7. This score means that my child is in good physical health. My child's teratogenic exposure to tobacco seems to not have a detrimental impact on my child's APGAR score. Motor skills. Jeffrey is 3 weeks and 3 months now. At this age, Jeffrey will be able to grasp a cube, but at previous ages, he would only be able to roll from side to back. At 4.5 months, Jeffrey should be able to move from back to side. This is different than being 2 months when my child developed rolling from side to back. Stage 3. Early childhood, ages 2 to 6. Assimilation and accommodation. Assimilation is the idea of using past experiences to form an understanding of the world. Accommodation is creating a way to view a specific environment. My child Jeffrey at age 2 is figuring out the difference between animals. At age 2, he calls a dog a cat since he doesn't know the difference and just associates furry with cats. This is an example of assimilation. Once he notices the change of sound that comes from the animal, he accommodates the idea and falls into cognitive equilibrium since he can distinguish the difference now. At age 6, Jeffrey is figuring out age difference amongst people. Instead of associating anyone taller as being an adult, he is understanding teenager, adult, and others. The aspect of assimilation is demonstrated by the use of people they have met before and remembering their age in correspondence to how they act, dress, or speak. Jeffrey is now able to see the world in a different perspective through accommodation. Stage 4. Early and middle childhood, motor skills and age. Fine motor controls consist of control of hands, is able to build and use hands for intricate things such as puzzles, scribbles to show through drawing instead of having a clear picture. After time, the scribbles gain more shape and picture meaning. The drawings will become more detailed. As in this example, the stick person is scribbly and the lines aren't perfect. The skill isn't extremely well, so there's still more to improve, but there is still representational form in the drawing, and you can see the image well. At age 5, they developed a stronger structure in his art pieces. The development of fine motor controls that Jeffrey has is giving the drawing more detail and making it more realistic. Stage 5, education and cognitive development, middle childhood, ages 6 to 11. These are the different educational philosophies. A traditional classroom is more structured with more resources such as technology. Constructivist classroom is creation of own thoughts, more working in small groups. A social constructivist classroom is a variety of activities, very open to feedback. Cooperative learning classroom is higher complex learning, and they can work through difference of opinion. For my child, Jeffrey, I chose for the path to be a traditional classroom atmosphere. It's a good structure, universal way of teaching, similar to my own experiences. The only con I find is the standardized testing. I don't believe in them and the so-and-so impact that they make. Stage 6, adolescence to adulthood, age 11 to 18 plus, identity and social emotional development. Erikson's theory is more focused on how the ego makes a positive contribution to development, acquiring attitudes and skills that can make an individual an active contributing member of society. Identity versus role confusion stage. As a young person exploring different things can create a personal identity and it comes confusion in the future. These are the 4 identity statuses: achievement, moratorium, and foreclosure. We're going to focus on diffusion. It describes youth have neither explored nor committed to any particular identity. This is shown in postcard 1. Hi mom, I was planning to join this club, but I am getting a bit nervous about trying new things. Should I try it out? I might not stick with it in the long run. This is identity diffusion. Hi mom, recap on the last month. I decided to try out the new club. I am glad I tried it out. I met new people and plan to continue going to club meetings. These are the 7 facts. This is Jeffrey's report card. And this is Jeffrey at age 5. Thank you.